I also want to compliment you. I had no idea you're from New Zealand, and what I've seen of the show, you have an amazing American accent.
Thank you. I always thought that I had a good American accent, and coming from New Zealand, it's a big deal. Like when you're trying to get work here, you have to have it sort of nailed. And I always thought that was the reason that I'd booked a lot of work, was I've always had this good American accent.
How'd you get it?
Well, I went back and watched clips of when I was 4. I was in Hercules, which shot in New Zealand. Turns out I was terrible. I have a terrible American accent.
Right.
And I just learned on the job. And so, fingers crossed now people can't tell.
And first of all, I like your accent. Would you not like the New Zealand accent?
It's pretty ugly.
You think it's ugly?
It's pretty ugly. I love our country, but I don't like our accent.
You don't like the New Zealand accent?
No.
That's so funny. I think it's fantastic. I'm from Boston, and I can't stand when I grew up hearing the Boston accent, and I was like, oh my, I couldn't stand it growing up.
And have you tried the New Zealand accent?
No, I prefer the New Zealand accent to the Boston accent. But I don't think I could do a New Zealand.
I think I'd quite like to hear him do a New Zealand accent, actually.
I don't think I could do it.
Oh, come on.
I don't know how to say something. Tell me what to say.
Say, g'day, mate.
G'day, mate. See, that's just a pirate. That's not a...
It's like a clipped Australian. It's kind of in your nose.
That's a little more promising.
When I actually worked on a movie in New Zealand, and on the radio I heard an ad, and they said, are you tired of sleeping on a bad bed? But they said, are you tired of sleeping on a bed?
A bed.
A bed.
My bed.
My bed is bed.
Yeah.
I had to do a film where I said the word dirtboard in an American accent. Turns out that is the hardest word in an American accent.
What? Dirt?
Dirtboard?
Dirtboard. Dirtboard.
What's a dirtboard?
That's an excellent question.
Yeah. Are you sure this was a movie? I think they were just
insulting a schoolmate.
I know.
Dirtboard.
Now you are quite young, and you said that you've been working in this business since you were a kid. Did you ever have any non-acting jobs before you had success?
I did. I have had many non-acting jobs, and one of my favorites was delivering bananas for a fair trade company in New Zealand. And I told them that I wanted this job. I had everything it took, and they told me I needed a vehicle, and I said, got that, sorted. Yeah. I didn't. I had a scooter. And so I rode around Wellington, which is notoriously one of the windiest cities in the country, on a scooter with crates of bananas on the back. And I got blown off twice, unfortunately. And so I had to go back to the boss and say, look, I'm sorry, I kind of lied, and I don't really have an appropriate vehicle. So they said, no problem. We also run an environmentally friendly undertaking business, and we have retired hearses available. So I ended up delivering bananas all around Wellington in a retired hearse.
That is who wants to have a banana that you've just pulled out of a hearse?
Turns out it wasn't part of my opening bit when I spoke to the supermarket people.
You know what I love is that you, when you were on the scooter and they're flying off, you picked the most easily bruised fruit that there is. You can't sell a bruised banana.
And it takes a year for a banana to grow.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't. I never knew that. A year, see? That's the only piece of information that's valuable that's come out of this show in over 5 years.
Thank you.
It's the first.
Thank you.
I'm just curious quickly, the zombie makeup, they do such a good job with you, but it must take a long time to make you up as a zombie.
It takes about an hour and 45 minutes in the morning, and then about 45 minutes to take it off at the end of the day. But the thing is, I have to do the full makeup process to get it on, but it's quite easy and tempting to just half-ass it when you take it off.
Yeah.
So I have had on a couple of occasions, still had my wig cap on and these sunken sort of black eyes and bits of zombie makeup, and I've stopped at supermarkets and things on the way home and not thought about it.
Right.
And I remember walking through a supermarket once where I'm sure they'll have a wanted sign for me now, but it was me walking through on the phone to goodness knows who, but saying well, this brien that I ate today, it was a sociopathic brien, and it's a little bit difficult to play that, and just this whole thing.
Well, while your jaw is falling off.
My jaw's falling off, and people are...
I did zombie makeup for...
I saw.
Walking Dead. Mm-hmm. And they caked it on, and I was almost disappointed at how I still looked so much like I think we have a photo of it. I still look so much like myself. It freaked me out. It bothered me, but it didn't look different enough.
I was going to say that, you know what, we'd love, I might be speaking out of turn, but if you came and cameoed on iZombie, I think you would be the only person who needs to get a spray tan to look like you're doing.
That's true. I am one of those guys, you can see my veins coming
It's beautiful. Oh my gosh.
This is me right now with 30 layers of makeup on.
We'd tan you up a bit. We'd tan you up.
Do that, please.